And welcome back, Dan Weiss for SARampage.com. We continue our interview series with new Rampage assistant head coach Jeff Truitt, who joins us from the Moose Jaw Warriors of the Western Hockey League. And Jeff, talking a little bit about your past, you've mentioned before much of your success came in your 7 years with the Kelowna Rockets, also the Western Hockey League. You were really a part of something special in taking the Rockets to 3 consecutive Memorial Cups, winning in 2004. How challenging is it to sustain that kind of success over such a long period of time?
Well, it's certainly a formula that a lot of teams look for. There's no doubt we were very fortunate to have very good young players and having a great chemistry amongst our teammates, and going from one year when we went to the Memorial Cup to backing that up the second year and backing that up again the third year was a true credit to our scouting staff and our general manager and our head coach Mark Habshad at the time. Was unbelievable. It was just one of those magical times where the players were all bought into what you needed them to do. They were all very focused for the entire season in the Western Hockey League, and then we just kept building off of momentum from one game to the next, and we were very, very fortunate to have the players that we did have.
Talk about the 2005 Memorial Cup, and I think that's one a lot of people remember because of the atmosphere. There was no NHL at the time because of the lockout. You had the London Knights playing in front of their hometown, a team that had gone undefeated in 31 straight games with a guy named Corey Perry on their team. Then you have Rimouski across the way from the Quebec Major Junior League with some guy named Sidney Crosby on the team leading them. Then you've got the legendary coach Brian Kilrea with the Ottawa 67s behind the bench. And you've got you guys from Kelowna with a young defenseman by the name of Shea Weber. What was that experience like for you? What was the atmosphere like surrounding that Memorial Cup in 2005?
Well, in London, the building there was just electric, and there's 10,000 people in there, and the London Knights obviously were the host team, but they had a lot of firepower, and like you say, Corey Perry, Rob Schremp, there was a number of them on that team that were outstanding. Danny Servette, and then like you say, you take a look at Rimouski, and you've got Mark Pouliot, and you had Sidney Crosby, who headlined that team, and then you take a look at Ottawa, knowing that Brian Kilrea was the legend, of course, and that was our first game against Ottawa. We wound up losing in double overtime to Ottawa on a power play by them, but it didn't matter who you were up against, and that's the way the tournament is no matter who you're up against, there's headliners, there's legends all over the place, and it was a very, very electric time there, and from our standpoint, we wanted to win again. We just come off the Memorial Cup win the year prior. We'd want to go into it again, and we're fortunate enough to win the league title, but we wanted to get into that final and give ourselves another chance. It didn't come to be that tournament, but it sure was a special time.
Was that Memorial Cup, do you think, garnering more attention than some of the others because of the fact that there was no NHL going on at the time and people were looking for their hockey fix wherever they could get it?
Yeah, I agree with you there. There was nothing really going on, and this was the culmination of the national championship, and just the way that the Memorial Cup is with the history and just the players that come out of that league, the draft choices, the development that happens, and just the coaching in that league as well is outstanding. So it was an intense time, but we sure wanted to back it up with another Memorial Cup win, but we came a little short.
Talk about your experience in the pro game in Springfield, first as an assistant and then as a head coach. Do you believe that experience the first time around has prepared you in taking this position here with the Rampage?
Well, absolutely. Any time that you have experience in a league and you get to come back to it, you understand a little bit more what it's all about. And, like I say, it's a privilege to be in this league, and I have to thank Edmonton for giving me an opportunity. They hired me out of Kelowna and trusted me to go into Springfield, and that is something that I'll always cherish forever. They gave me that opportunity, and then I had to come back to junior for a year, and then I find myself in a position of getting back in the American Hockey League. So it does prepare you for sure about that, but you have to be thankful with what you had, and I was with Edmonton a couple of years ago.
I'll leave you with this. I asked Ray the same question, but what kind of team do you want to be known for that a coach says when he leaves the arena at the end of the night? What do you want that coach to say about the way your team plays?
Well, that's a very good question. I hope that they know that they're in a battle. I think that over the years, I think that's what people would say with the teams that I've been associated with, that we work hard for 60 minutes. You may not win every night, but you're going to give it your best every night too. And there's a lot of intangibles that go along with that. But as at the end of the night, I want to know that I walked into back in the office and said that we prepared the team correctly. We did everything right along the night. We had our team ready to go, and we did good things. And like I say, you're not going to win 80 games every year, but you got to understand that the effort is first and foremost with me.
Coach, thanks for spending some time with us here today on a hot July afternoon. Welcome to San Antonio. Enjoy the time this year. I know you're looking forward to getting going pretty soon, 8 weeks away from the start of Rampage training camp.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Dan.
That's new assistant head coach Jeff Truitt. For SARampage.com, I'm Dan Weiss.